All right, welcome back everyone for Marketing Mondays. Today we are going to be looking at promoting our fall festivals and some fall activities online and giving you some tips on ways to do that. So my name is Kara and I'll be your host today, and my co-host PJ is here as well. He'll be monitoring the chat. So if you have any thoughts or questions, please feel free to add those to the chat and we will get together at the end. All right, so let's take a look at our blueprint for today. So as autumn has just started, we are going to explore promoting rural events and activities online. And we'll cover crafting catchy event messages, targeting the right audience. We'll look at choosing effective social media platforms. You will learn some tips for creating an engaging event page and how to enhance your visibility online with local SEO, and also utilizing online forums. We'll also discuss generating captivating content, building a social media calendar, growing our email lists, and then collaborating with bloggers and influencers as well. And then by the end, we hope to give you some practical tips to help elevate your event's online presence. Okay, so looking at slide 4, let's look at online promotion. So it's very important for expanding the reach of rural events, so enabling them to connect with audiences beyond just local boundaries. So by leveraging social media platforms like Facebook and Instagram, we as event organizers can create engaging event pages and targeted ads that are aimed at nearby cities and towns as well. And then additionally, online promotion offers cost-effective marketing solutions. So utilizing social media advertising and email marketing allows us for minimal investment with high returns. And then partnering with local businesses not only shares costs, but it also helps us broaden our reach. Encouraging community engagement on our digital platforms can also amplify our organic promotion with locals sharing event details within their networks. And then finally, highlighting local attractions and then collaborating with our tourism boards can attract visitors. This helps to make our events a getaway for exploring the area as well. And capturing event highlights and encouraging our attendee feedback can help create lasting impressions online. And this will help solidify your event's brand identity and also generate buzz for future events. Now we're looking into crafting unique event messages. This is very essential for capturing attention and drawing in attendees. So for fall events, we can start by highlighting seasonal themes, such as embracing the beauty of fall with the imagery of autumn leaves, harvest, or our holiday celebrations. And this really helps us to help set a picturesque backdrop in all of our promotional materials. And then incorporating local culture is equally important. So referencing community traditions, gathering stories and quotes from your locals to really enrich your messaging, making it resonate more deeply with your audience. And then creating an emotional appeal can significantly enhance our engagement as well. So connecting our events to feelings of things like nostalgia or family togetherness by sharing personal anecdotes or testimonials from past participants. This can really help foster a sense of belonging in our messaging as well. And then lastly, developing engaging taglines that really encapsulate the spirit of our events. So we can brainstorm catchy taglines and phrases, and you can test them with your team or your audience to ensure that they're resonating well. But this thoughtful approach will help to create a compelling narrative that really draws people in and makes your event more memorable. So I have an example here of integrating these thoughts and feelings into our story. A really great example is the country fair in Valle Cruces, North Carolina. So I'm going to read their message to you real quick just to share this example. But they say, as the crisp autumn air filled with laughter and the scent of roasted corn, families gather in the hayfield between Valle Cruces and Banner Elk for the cherished country fair. What began as a small church bazaar in the 1970s has transformed into a vibrant celebration of harvest and community. Children play pumpkin bowling while local musicians strum soulful bluegrass, filling the air with joy. Each entry supports families in need, reminding everyone that connection is at the heart of the season. Join us on the third Saturday in October to experience the magic of home, where love, laughter, and community flourish in every bite and every song. So, this is just a really good example of how to incorporate some of the details, the heritage, the history, and the emotions into your marketing and into your story as we share those digitally. Okay, on slide 7, we are looking at identifying your audience for your event. So we talk about identifying audience a lot, but I want to touch on it just real quick for fall events. So when identifying your audience, we can start by segmenting our potential attendees based on their interests. So we can think here like families, foodies, and outdoor enthusiasts. Gathering insight through surveys or social media polls to understand what they're looking for, and then analyzing your demographics from past events using ticket sales and social media analytics to really refine your audience. We can engage our local organizations, such as schools and clubs, to get an idea on their members' interests for events, or consider hosting focus groups in your community for deeper insights here as well. And then finally, creating detailed audience personas that really outline demographics, interests, pain points. This will help allow you to tailor your messaging very effectively. Now, looking at slide 8, we're talking about social media platforms. So choosing the right social media platform for your event promotion is very important, and we want to make sure that we're utilizing each platform in the best way. So starting with Facebook, this is great for promoting local engagement. So you can create an event page and share it in your community groups to help reach your audience. Instagram is more for visual storytelling. So here we want to post high quality images or videos of the fall scenery. We can also leverage stories and reels for event sneak peeks. On TikTok, we can tap into trending audio challenges to create fun, short videos that really capture the festival's just overall vibe and encourage user participation. TikTok is also a really great way to target a younger audience, as most of the users are between 16 and 28. And then lastly, we can utilize LinkedIn to connect with local businesses and sponsors and share insights about our event's positive impact on the local economy. And this will help to engage professional networks as well. All right, now we're looking at some tips for creating a compelling event page. So when we're looking at creating a compelling event page for your website, your social media, this is very important for your events and activities. We want to start with a very clear call to action. So this could include very prominent buttons for ticket purchases, for RSVPs, using contrasting colors that might make them stand out. You can really ensure that your design is visually appealing for the season by incorporating some fall colors or some high quality fall images. And then some free tools such as Canva can help you create eye-catching graphics for this as well. We want to provide detailed information on the event, such as date, time, location, any activities that will be involved. You could consider adding a frequently asked questions section to address some common questions, such as parking or anything like that. Details are really great here. I know it can be very frustrating for users when they're trying to look into an event or plan their trip if they're not able to find details quickly. And then lastly, we want to optimize the page for mobile access because many attendees or those interested will be looking on their mobile devices. So testing your pages on various devices to really ensure a seamless experience. or have your friends and colleagues as well take a look at your page on their devices to get their feedback. Okay, now we are looking at some SEO techniques. So leveraging SEO can be very daunting if it's not something that you're used to or familiar with. But I've tried to include some just very basic starter tips here. And we'll send you this slide. You can also screenshot it, or you can schedule a meeting with us if you want to go through it a little bit more thoroughly. But to leverage some local SEO tips, we can start by optimizing our site for local keywords, such as Fall Festival in your town. You can also add these keywords to your website tags. You can create a Google My Business listing to enhance your online visibility. You can also encourage local backlinks to your event by partnering with bloggers or local media outlets for coverage and then backlinks to your event. Additionally, utilizing structured data is great to improve your search engine results on Google. There is a free tool and it's called Google's Structured Data Markup Helper. It will help you create a code, and then you can test your code with the same tool. And then once your code is created for your event website page, you can add the code to your website HTML. And so this will really boost your search engine presence on Google. And so I've added the steps for this, and it's pretty user friendly. But if you find it challenging, you can always email PJ or I for assistance with this as well. So now on slide 11, we are looking into listing our local events. So when listing events on online forums and directories, we want to first identify relevant platforms. So this can include local community boards, event sites, social media groups. We want to create a list of popular forums and event directories in your area to target your outreach effectively. And then crafting unique listings for tailoring your event descriptions for each platform. So we want to always keep our core message consistent, but adjust it as needed for tone and focus. And then encourage attendees to share by creating a dedicated hashtag for your event. So this could include, sharing it in your posts, and then finally monitoring and responding to comments and inquiries on these listings. So set up alerts for the forums that you post on, so that you can ensure very timely engagement as well with any questions. Now on slide 12, we're looking at generating engaging content for platforms. So in order to do this, we can start by just featuring our local artists and vendors that will be at our event to help create a buzz. We can share interviews or spotlights on social media. Offering behind the scenes content is great. This always helps to build excitement. You can go live during your setup, engaging your followers in real time. Incorporating interactive content such as polls or quizzes related to fall themes, utilizing tools like Instagram stories for quick, engaging interactions. And then lastly, always encouraging our user-generated content by inviting our attendees to post their own experiences and then tag the event. You can consider running a contest as well for the best user-generated content about your festival. This will help to boost participation and excitement as well. Now we're looking at social media content calendars. So to help develop calendars here, we want to start by planning themes for each week that really align with fall themes or maybe countdowns to our event. Using a spreadsheet to really help you keep this organized, outline your content types, dates, and platforms. Mixing content is great. So by including different things each week, such as promotional and posts, engaging questions, fun facts about fall, to really maintain your audience interest. And then scheduling posts in advance using tools like Buffer or Metricool. These are great content calendar tools with free services designating specific days for certain content types, such as on Monday, you'll have harvest highlights, or on Thursday, you'll have behind the scenes fall magic unfolding. And then finally, regularly reviewing your engagement metrics weekly to adjust your future posts based on what's performing the best. All right, now we're jumping into growing our email lists or our partner lists. Okay, so to build your list, we want to start by offering incentives for signups. So you could offer things like exclusive discounts or early bird tickets, and then creating a dedicated page that clearly outlines these benefits is great as well. Leveraging partnerships by collaborating with local influencers or businesses to help cross promote your email lists. So you could set up a joint campaign with another business where both parties are sharing each other's sign up links. We can segment our email lists when we're sending out notifications about our events to really tailor our messages based on their interests or past attendance using tools like MailChimp. And then finally, hosting contests are great to encourage email signups, promoting the chance to win prizes on social media or your website to help boost participation. And then we always want to keep our list documented and organized as well so that they're just very easily accessible for future events. Okay, now we're looking at some user-generated content. So to optimize our user-generated content and reviews, a good way to do this is with hashtags. So we can create a hashtag campaign around our event that encourages people to use this specific hashtag when posting. So for example, if you're having a fair, it could be crisp air and fun fair. You can promote the hashtag across all of your marketing materials and your social media channels, featuring positive reviews or testimonials on your event page and including the hashtag as well is great. Collecting these reviews and displaying them on your website is always good. People like to see reviews and learn a little bit more about what everyone has experienced at the event. Engage with your user content regularly. Check your event hashtag and repost or comment attendees' posts with your hashtag to foster a community around the event. And then finally, encouraging feedback after the event is something that we want to always keep in mind. Sending follow-up emails to thank our attendees, and then also asking them to share their experiences as well. Okay, now as we wrap up here, just want to share with you a few key takeaways that we want to keep in mind here. So number one is wider audience reach. So using social media and event platforms to attract attendees from beyond local boundaries will really help us increase our overall attendance. And then cost-effective marketing. So when we're looking at these strategies, we want to leverage low-cost social media promotions and email marketing. There's always some cost-effective options, our SEO tactics, and then collaborating with local businesses. And this will help us to extend our reach without a significant expense. The next is community engagement. So involving our local residents in our digital marketing to share their experience, and it will really help with enhancing interest for the event or activity as well. And then number four is lasting impressions matter. So capturing highlights, encouraging reviews to build a positive reputation, sharing our user-generated content, following up after the event. This will help keep engagement high and also fuel interest for our future events.